Therefore, Smart Capture is a cloud-based solution to simplify invoice handling using artificial intelligence. It automatically recognizes and extracts relevant index data from any invoice. This works right out of the box with no complicated rules or configurations. In this video, we'll explore how Therefore Smart Capture works and see it in action. The Smart Capture process consists of an input category, a workflow, and an output category. Invoices saved to the input category are uploaded for recognition through a workflow. The system analyzes the invoice and extracts the data. After a manual review by an authorized user, the confirmed data is saved to the output category. The only configuration step needed for Smart Capture is to tell the system what data you want to extract from the invoice. This is easily done in the Therefore Solution Designer. Just choose which data you need. Options are grouped logically according to type. The system will know to search any invoices it analyzes for these data points. Let's now start the process with our first invoice. This is a fairly simple invoice for services rendered by a small business. The invoice has a few line items but is otherwise basic. It doesn't matter how the invoice enters Therefore. Whether it starts off as a paper or electronic document, it can be saved using any of Therefore's numerous capture methods. In our case, we'll simply drag and drop to get started. Let's now check the workflow. The invoice was automatically uploaded to the recognition server and is now awaiting manual review and confirmation. We can open up this step of the process and we'll be shown the review screen. The first impression is that the recognition server did a good job. Let's go through all the data points and confirm. We can check the line items by opening the grid and checking the data. Since the system got everything right, we don't need to change anything. Let's confirm here to complete the process. The invoice is now fully processed. If we check the final or output category, we can see that the data points we confirmed were mapped to the relevant fields in the category. A few fields are empty because the invoice didn't actually have some of these data points on it. When that happens, the system just leaves these fields blank. Let's now take a look at another invoice. Let's say we're an international company and we may get invoices from other countries or in different currencies. Smart Capture can recognize and handle these with ease. This invoice is in euros and contains additional data points compared to the previous invoice, such as the VAT number, purchase order number, and due date. Let's save this invoice into the input category, wait for it to get analyzed, and finally review it. We can see that the analysis was, once again, quite accurate. However, if we take a look at the line items, we'll see we ran into an issue. Some of these numbers weren't read properly because the column separator wasn't placed correctly. We can adjust this by editing the grid lines to make sure nothing is being cut off. Now we confirm we want to apply these changes, and we see that the numbers have been read correctly. This invoice is now ready for approval. Let's check the invoice in the output category. We can see that the index data was extracted correctly, including the line items and additional data points. This index data can now be treated like the index data of any other Therefore document, meaning it can be edited by authorized users or used for workflows or analytic reports. Therefore Smart Capture is available for Therefore Online as well as Therefore On-Premise starting with Therefore 2021.